Welcome back, guys. This is the latest update of our professional-only coatings and sealants longevity test, this being update number 18, or the 1 year and 4 month mark. We will likely be running this test to at least the 1 year and 6 months, maybe even longer. We'll see as that time approaches. I usually run most of these tests to at least the 1.5 year mark, sometimes 2, so we'll see. As you can see here, this crazy ice storm that we had here in Texas the end of January hit most of the US, got us here for several days. It stayed frozen like this, but it wasn't super cold. It stayed barely below the freezing mark and just stayed there for a couple days. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. As always, the last 30 days weather, as well as the lifetime weather that this hood has seen, is on your screen here. And of course, if you'd like to support the channel, all you need to do is hit that like button, subscribe, comment down below if you have any experience with any of these products. If you're a professional installer of these, what's your experience with them? Are you getting about the same lifespan before you have to apply some kind of topper, and so on? So if you're just joining us, please be sure to check out the entire series of each of these videos, as there is a ton of work that goes into the research, prep, install, and continued testing of these. So as always, we will foam everything down using Chemical Guy's Honeydew Snow Foam, rinse this hood, foam it again, wash it with an Australian sheep's wool wash mitt, and then of course rinse to inspect the hydrophobic properties before drying everything off. So how are things looking? First up, System X Max and Crystal SS. Crystal SS looks like it's slightly more hydrophobic. Both are pretty weak, but not as weak as G-Technic Ultra and Owner's Pride, as you can see here. Owner's Pride, it's really close, whether we want to call that one failed or not. So I've had it in other tests, and it's usually around this point, somewhere between the 1 year, 2 month mark to now is when it fails. So it'll probably not even make it 1 more month. Ceramic Pro Gold, Ceramic Pro Silver. Silver, surprisingly, looks like it's just a little bit more hydrophobic. Gold, it is nearly failing. Yeah, see, silver's just slightly more hydrophobic. On Ceramic Pro Gold, the surface tension does break, but it's really close to failing. If you saw water sticking that long, you'd probably call it failed. And Ceramic Pro Sport over there, also known as Cuba Bond, still hanging in there. It's rated for 6 months, and it's outperforming their other products, which is pretty amazing when you think about it. On down to IGL Kenzo Standard versus Graphene. Both of those. Hydrophobics are getting pretty weak, but still hanging in there. Ceramic Pro Silver up there. Gold, you can see that the hydrophobics do come back there once the surface tension breaks. SPS Graphene, that is the older formula. It has since been reformulated, is my understanding. Still doing great. Opti Pro 3. Yeah, it comes back a little bit. So you guys know the story with the Modesta products, so I'm not holding that against them because they were sent to me and they were open and old. Meguiar's Hybrid Paint Coating, surprisingly, just barely hanging in there, but it's there along with Seaquart's Finest Reserve. Pretty similar performance between the two of those. Seaquart's Professional, my experience has been, it's been slightly more hydrophobic than Seaquart's Finest, and that also seems to be still the case. Glossite Graphene and Glossite 10H, both of those getting very weak. The 10H is slightly more hydrophobic than the graphene product, but both are just barely hanging in there. So there's your results, guys. It's doesn't look like we have any failures this month, but there are several that are very close, And then, of course, at the end of this test, we will do a decon, as I always do, and see if we can bring any of these back. But I'm not going to touch them until then. So thanks again for watching, guys, and we will see you soon.